Hey B&B fans, welcome back to my channel where we dive deep into all the juicy drama from the bold and the beautiful. If you're as obsessed with this show as I am, you know that the storylines are always packed with twists, turns, and enough heartbreak to keep us glued to our screens. Today, we're going to unpack one of the hottest developing plots that's got everyone talking, the budding rivalry between Ivy Forrester, brought back to life by the talented Ashley Brewer, and the newcomer Daphne Rose, played by the captivating Muriel Hilaire. This isn't your run-of-the-mill soap spat. It's shaping up to be a powder keg that could explode into something truly devastating, especially with Daphne and Carter Walton's dreams of starting a family right in the crossfire. Buckle up, because we're going to expand on this in epic detail. Think of this as your ultimate guide to the feud, complete with recaps, speculations, character deep dives, and more. If you love in-depth breakdowns, hit that like button now and subscribe for more soap opera scoops. Let's jump in. First off, let's set the stage for those who might be new to The Bold and the Beautiful, or just need a quick refresher on how we got here. The show, which has been running since 1987, is all about the glamorous world of fashion, family feuds, and forbidden romances in Los Angeles. At the center is Forrester Creations, the high-end fashion house where most of the drama unfolds. We've seen everything from corporate takeovers to switched babies, affairs that span decades, and rivalries that turn deadly. Now, in 2026, the writers are cranking up the heat with fresh faces and returning favorites. Ivy Forrester, who first appeared back in 2014 as the Australian niece of Eric Forrester, has made a dramatic comeback after years away. Originally portrayed as a sweet, artistic jewelry designer with a complicated love life, remember her tangled romances with Liam Spencer and Wyatt Spencer? Ivy's character has evolved, or should I say devolved. Upon her return, she's not the level-headed woman we once knew. Instead, she's channeling her inner schemer, meddling in the lives of the younger generation, like her niece, Electra Forrester, and Will Spencer. Why? Well, the show hints at protective instincts gone wrong, perhaps rooted in her own past heartbreaks or unresolved family issues. But whatever the reason, Ivy's actions are painting her as the ultimate antagonist right now. On the other side of this brewing storm is Daphne Rose, a relatively new addition to the canvas who's quickly become a fan favorite. Played by Muriel Hilaire, Daphne burst onto the scene as an elegant perfumer with a knack for blending scents and winning hearts. She's professional, charming, and genuinely kind, qualities that have endeared her to the Forrester team and viewers alike. Daphne's storyline kicked off with her romance with Carter Walton, the handsome COO of Forrester Creations, who's had his share of romantic roller coasters. After a whirlwind courtship, they tied the knot in a stunning ceremony that had us all swooning. But Daphne isn't just arm candy, she's got depth. Her background as a perfumer ties into the fashion world perfectly, and her nose for trouble, pun very much intended, has her sniffing out drama from afar. Unlike Ivy, Daphne encourages harmony, especially among the younger characters. She's been rooting for Electra and Will to reconcile, offering sage advice and support. This contrast in personalities is what makes their rivalry so delicious. The manipulative meddler versus the benevolent bystander who's about to get pulled into the fray. Recent episodes and previews have been teasing this clash in a big way. Let's break it down scene by scene to really appreciate the buildup. In the episodes leading up to February 2026, we see Ivy pulling strings behind the scenes. She's intercepting communications, like that crucial letter from Electra to Will, where Electra pours her heart out, begging for forgiveness and a second chance. Ivy, convinced that Will is bad news, maybe drawing from her own Spencer family experiences, hides the letter, plants misleading evidence, like a necklace to suggest infidelity, and whispers doubts into ears to keep the couple apart. It's classic soap sabotage, but with a personal twist, since Electra is family. Now enter Daphne, As someone who's observant and invested in the younger folks' happiness, perhaps seeing echoes of her own fresh start with Carter, she starts noticing Ivy's shady behavior. In one gripping preview for the week of February 25th to 27th, Daphne is shown spying on Ivy, her expression shifting from curiosity to suspicion as she witnesses Ivy tampering with the letter. The tension peaks when Daphne confronts Ivy directly. Ivy, cornered and fierce, leans in close and hisses, "Don't you dare say anything." It's a chilling moment that screams escalation, threats, glares, and the promise of more confrontations to come. What elevates this from a simple disagreement to a full-blown feud is the layers beneath the surface. On paper, these women couldn't be more different. Daphne is the golden girl, well-liked by Steffi Forrester, Ridge Forrester, and the rest of the crew. She's focused on her career, her marriage, and building a positive environment at work. Her kindness isn't fake, it's earned her allies. Ivy, meanwhile, is slipping into villain territory. Her motives aren't fully revealed yet. Spoilers suggest it could be jealousy over the younger generation's opportunities, lingering resentment from her past exile from LA, or even deeper psychological issues. But her methods are ruthless: manipulation, lies, and intimidation. The show is masterfully building suspense by not spilling all the beans at once. Is Ivy redeemable, or is this the start of a long arc where she becomes the next big bad? Fans are divided, with some rooting for a twist that humanizes her, while others love the drama of a true antagonist. Now, let's dive into Daphne's dilemma, because this is where the stakes skyrocket. Holding that stolen letter, Daphne has the power to blow Ivy's scheme wide open. She could march straight to Steffi, who's close to Daphne and no stranger to family drama, or to Ridge, the patriarch who might side with blood but hates deception. Even confiding in Carter could ripple out, given his position at the company. But Ivy's warning isn't idle chatter. Spoilers hint that Ivy might counter with blackmail, digging into Daphne's past, perhaps questioning how she snagged Carter so quickly, or unearthing some hidden secret from her pre-LA life. This power play is soap opera at its finest, a game of chicken where secrets are weapons, and one wrong move could destroy lives. Imagine the scenes. We could get heated arguments in the design offices, whispers in the hallways, or even public blowouts at Forrester events. The writers are setting up a chess match, with each woman anticipating the other's next move. But here's where it gets really ominous: the potential spillover into Daphne's personal life. Daphne and Carter's romance has been a breath of fresh air amid the show's usual chaos. Their wedding was beautiful. Think elegant gowns, heartfelt vows, and that post-ceremony glow. Now, they're not wasting time. They're actively trying for a baby. Scenes show them sharing tender moments, discussing nursery ideas, picking baby names, and dreaming of the family they've both longed for. Carter, who's endured heartbreaks with Quinn Fuller, Maya Avant, and others, finally seems settled. Daphne, with her hopeful spirit, talks about carrying his child, perhaps even hinting at early pregnancy symptoms in upcoming episodes. It's sweet, passionate, and full of promise. But as any longtime soap viewer knows, happiness is fleeting, especially in baby storylines. Spoilers are already teasing complications, fertility issues perhaps, or something more tragic. Enter the Ivy factor. If Daphne defies the threat and exposes Ivy, it could push Ivy to extremes. Speculation is rampant that Ivy might retaliate by sabotaging Daphne professionally, spreading rumors about her work, undermining her perfume line, or even orchestrating setups to make her look incompetent. The stress from constant clashes could be enough to jeopardize a pregnancy. Picture this: multiple showdowns where words turn to shoves or emotional distress leading to health scares. In the high-stakes world of B&B, it's not a stretch to imagine a physical altercation, maybe Ivy cornering Daphne in a stairwell, a push, a fall, or extreme anxiety triggering complications. The ultimate tragedy? A miscarriage, shattering Daphne and Carter's dreams. This wouldn't be unprecedented. Think back to stories like Hope Logan's baby switch or Steffi's losses. Ivy's actions, whether intentional or accidental, could cause irreversible pain. Let's expand on that speculation because it's what has fans buzzing. If Daphne is pregnant, or becomes so soon, the feud could culminate in a gut-wrenching episode where the stress peaks. Maybe Daphne collapses at work after a heated argument, or Ivy's schemes indirectly lead to an accident. The fallout would be massive. Carter, devastated, might blame Ivy outright, leading to legal drama or family wars. Daphne, the would-be mom, could spiral into grief, questioning her place in LA and her marriage. It could divide Forrester creations, Steffi siding with Daphne, Ridge torn by loyalty to Ivy, and the younger characters, like Elektra, feeling guilty for the catalyst. Spoilers from sites like Celeb Dirty Laundry and Celebrating the Soaps are pointing to tragic outcomes and heartbreak, fueling theories that this rivalry ends in disaster. Some fans even speculate darker turns, like Ivy becoming obsessed.